Hi everyone, welcome to the Pulse. We are back to talk about the North Dakota legislative session. We are up to 188 bills in the House and 158 bills in the Senate as of recording on January 9th late at night. There are two big things I'm going to talk about tonight, just some more of the LGBTQ plus styled bills, and then focusing on the testimony that we heard from the insulin cap bill the other day, really powerful testimony from a youth talking about living with type 1 diabetes. Tomorrow, I'm going to look at all the bills that are really good that I can find and give all of us some hope. And I think maybe I'll try to focus on that on Fridays in particular, just one day where it's like, what's going on that makes us feel good about North Dakota? The first bill to cover is Representative Sue Ann Olson's bill. It's going to be House Bill 1181, and it is a carbon copy of a bill that was submitted by Senator Clemens last session in 2023. During that session, Senator Clemens' bill was given a 7-0 do not pass, and it was voted down 8-39 in the Senate. It was the most defeated bill that was targeting LGBT plus individuals. The only difference between Representative Olson's bill and Senator Clemens' bill is she took out a fine that was associated with the bill. Effectively, what the bill does is try to say that anytime we talk about gender in any space, it has to be in sex assigned at birth. In particular, based on DNA, is what the bill actually says. This is unfortunate because this is a waste of time, not even to say you may disagree with LGBT plus individuals. We have already voted this bill down very strongly. No one wanted this. If they wanted this in 2023, they could have removed that fine and put it through, but they did not. So it's just going to be one of hundreds of bills we have to hear that will go nowhere. The other bill for LGBT plus individuals is it's not a bill, but it is a House resolution put on the table by Representative Tweet, who is the individual who brought forward the bill that's basically a kitty litter bill. They are trying to make it so that marriage is strictly between a man and a woman. It's not a bill, it's not changing any law in North Dakota, but what it will do is basically send a letter to the Supreme Court saying that we should revise this, we should reconsider it, we should stop gay people from being married. What the bill actually, or what the resolution actually says is, we want states' rights, but the state right to do what? And that is to annul having to recognize same-sex couples. And then just for the night, I want to show you a story of a youth who talked during our committee hearing for House Bill 1114, the insulin cap bill. During the last session in 2023, I promised myself I'd do a lot more work to share the stories of people who went there to testify, who put in the time and effort to change the hearts and minds of people who are our lawmakers. And what I saw in 2023 was so many people put so much of themselves on the line to change the hearts and minds of 141 people, and then it went nowhere. Like, if they cared about you, great. If they didn't, whatever, but that was it. And I want to bring those stories to the whole of North Dakota. I want people to see the champions that are fighting for these causes, so you can see firsthand the experiences and how these bills impact real people. So I will be doing this as much as I can. It's obviously going to be a ton of work, but I want to make sure we can highlight the people. That's what matters. It's the people living here, their experiences, what they're going through that we have to listen to. So I'm going to platform that as much as I can. So for the end of this episode, it's just going to be listening to someone else talk, because that's what I want to do with this space. So that's it for me. Yay, democracy! And just a personal shout out to Nina Kritzberger for being so courageous to do that. Folks in positions like ours often don't have a choice in this kind of advocacy, but that does not make it easy. It is difficult. It is nerve-wracking. It's scary. And to put yourself on the line and for them to maybe do a do not pass or fail that bill is disheartening. No matter what happens, Nina, your work matters, and I'm putting it out here so people can hear it. And as long as you keep this fight going, I'll do anything to help promote it, to make sure that everyone feels safe and secure in their future. So listen to Nina just blow it all out of the park. Yay, democracy.
I don't want to remember this bill because I lost a friend to it or a family member. I want to remember this bill that I can know that my fellow North Dakotans like me are going to be safe and not have to ration their insulin just so that they can live and provide for their family. I feared the day that I age out of my parents' health insurance at the age of 26. I dream of teaching kids in my future, but will I have one if I cannot afford the insulin? I will continue to keep fighting and spreading awareness about this disease. If I don't fight, who will? As a 16-year-old living with type 1 diabetes, there is one thing in the back of my mind that I think about every day. If this bill doesn't pass, I might not be here in the future, and maybe I'll just become one of the many that have died because they couldn't afford the high prices of insulin. My future depends on this bill. Thank you for your time.
Very impressive, Nina. First of all, I have a question for you. You've said that you've lived with this disease for 9 years. What has been the biggest challenge for you in living with this?
Well, the past 9 years, I have lost family members to complications of it because they have other health problems as well. But one of the biggest challenges is that knowing I'll be safe in my future. Right now, I'm protected under my family and I'm protected by my insurance plan. But it's scary to think that I might have to go into a different occupation that I might not want to do as much as my other one because of insurance plans. And I want a future. I look forward to doing that, but I don't know if I will have one. So that's stressing about it constantly every day has probably been the worst thing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll move on to those who oppose this bill. Who wants to follow Nina in opposition?